Everything I said sounds like it might take about 10 minutes. We did an event earlier this year with a young man. We had a lot of veterans out, did a full weekend. It was camping, fishing, and horse therapy. It was a beautiful weekend. This young man, uh, he was in the Air Force for 4 years, and you could just tell something was kind of going on with him, but he was fine, right? So he's working with this horse, and the horse just isn't coming to him, and you could just tell he's getting frustrated. And so we're trying to share with him, we're just relax. You just got to relax. Well, if I told you all to relax about 10 times, you're going to get more tense because as humans, that's what we do. Your jaw gets a little tighter. And he's trying to whisper. He goes, I am relaxing. Well, that horse pinned its ears, went back to the other side of the round pen. Now the guy's ticked off. He's wanting to quit. We don't let you off the hook that easy. And I love veterans to death. There were 3 veterans that gave up their slots so he could do what he needed to do for that day. Hour and a half later, not only did we have him going shoulder to shoulder with this horse, just like they were 2 buddies going to have a beer, he comes back to the center of the arena. We teach him how to shut down. When I say shut down, it's like kick a hip out, slouch, put your head down, because horses learn in the release. They don't learn when you're training them. When you stop, they go, oh, they stopped. I'm not getting yelled at. I'm not asked to do it again. And when you see a horse start licking its lips, that's when it's processing. That's when it's learning because it likes what it's being told to do. This horse comes over, puts his nose right in this young man's chest. All of a sudden, the guy started melting and crying like he was 2. We had no idea why. Now, we couldn't just run in there, and grab him because then it would scare the hell out of the horse and destroy everything he just did for an hour and a half. So we slowly get him to come out, and then we're all over him, right? We are on him like white on rice, just loving on him. And then he asked for a little private time, and obviously we gave it to him. Later on that evening, on our bigger, longer events, we always do a campfire. Now, again, anybody that sat around a campfire is going to know this is the truest statement you've ever heard in your life. You will say things to people around a campfire you've never told anybody in 30 years. Don't know why. There's just something about a campfire that you'll start sharing. When we do these long events, we give everybody a little booklet, just something from the dollar store, where you can write in something you need to let go of. When you stand up in front of the fire, you can share. We don't force anybody to, but you can share it and then throw it in the fire. When that page burns, when the words are gone, you have to let it go. Now, that'd be great if that all happened that fantastic on the first time, every time. We're human, okay? Sometimes, we symbolically do things and then the mind still has to process letting it go. But this young man shared, who would have been in his late 20s by this time, shared why he broke down. When he was 19, he spent 9 months in the brig in the United States Air Force, accused of sexual assault he didn't do. Long story short, they got the girl that accused him of it because she was base jumping and accusing a lot of other people of it. They let him out. All charges dropped, everything. But the country he was serving didn't believe him at the time, and it pissed him off. And he held on to that. And, again, compartmentalize, shove it down. But he knew he had to let that go. He couldn't let it control his life anymore. It had already been, however many years since he'd been out of the service. He said, when that horse touched me, I lost all control and it just melted him. And then he threw the page in the fire and it burned, and he was on his new path and his new journey to letting that go and never letting that affect his life again. Ladies and gentlemen, that is the power of a horse. Okay. They may not talk like we talk, but I'm here to tell you, they will touch your soul. Studies have shown that horses can and will change their heart rate to match the person they're working with. They are truly amazing. When you're on a horse, when we do our trail rides, it is there again, studies are out there. You can Google all this stuff. Studies have shown that to a veteran, the cadence of a horse, trotting is kind of like the cadence of a march. Okay. And it changes their brain psychologically. It changes their brain like they're marching. And again, they don't think about the world. They're concentrated on that horse, God's beautiful nature, and they're just having a great time. And again, the more we can change of that, the less suicide we're going to see. This isn't deny till you die. Here's another pill. Okay. And veterans here in the United States will know what I'm talking about when I say that. This is changing your life through an animal that has so much loyalty. Literally, a horse will continue to run for you at top speed until its heart explodes and dies. That's loyalty. My dad, again, a Navy Vietnam veteran, calls horses your seventh sense. It was the guy in your unit that knew everything about you, the good, the bad, the ugly, and all the warts. But he was there to get you home. You were there to get him home, and there was no judgment. That's a horse. A horse isn't here to judge you. A horse is here to listen, and a horse is here to help you heal. That's just one brief story. There's many more we could share. Folks, we rely on you, okay? People around the world to help us do what we do. We are not some big conglomerate corporation. We do apply for grants, but grants take time. You're anywhere generally from 4 to 6 months to find out if you get anything on a grant. We rely on caring people that care about people with disabilities, care about veterans, to help us do what we do. And that's where you can go to our website, theveteransranch.org, hit the donate button and make a pledge today. Could be $10, $5, $1. We ask people all the time, do you give a buck about veterans? Obviously, there's a play on words there because social media will censor the living heck out of me otherwise. But do you give a buck? Inflation sucks right now. It costs me $100 plus to fill up my diesel truck. 2 years ago, it only cost me $60. Trust me, I understand inflation. But everybody's got a change drawer right now or a change jar because you hate carrying change in your pocket. And you can find $1. You can go to theveteransranch.org and give $1. If I had 10 million people, give me $1 each. 1 million people, let's break it down. Imagine the ripple effect that would create in the veteran community. Okay. Theveteransranch.org. You can find all our information in there about PTS and how common it truly is. The veteran suicide rate, all of it. You can find it all there. Click the donate button and you can pledge. Pledge monthly, pledge once. We thank you and God bless, for everything that comes in. You can go to our merch store. You can buy some t-shirts and show your ranch pride. We got backpacks, slides, pint glasses for your favorite beverage. There's just a little bit of everything, and it all goes to serving the veterans. Okay. We're not paying ourselves multi-million-dollar salaries a year. It's going to the veterans. Personally, I haven't paid myself or anybody on the founding team in almost 5 years. That's got to change a little bit because we lost a business during COVID that was helping pay some of those bills. That being said, it's not about me. It's not about us. It's not about salaries, but we got to live. We got to eat. If you can't help yourself, you can't help others. But go to theveteransranch.org and click that donate button and make a pledge. You'll see our email on there, contact@theveteransranch.org. And 9 to 5 Eastern time, Monday through Saturday, you can reach us at 863-815-5896, 863-815-5896. If you get our voicemail or if it's forwarded to my phone or my cell phone and you get my voicemail, please leave a message and we will get back to you as soon as we can. If anybody here south of the Canadian border is dealing with any mental issues and they feel like they think they might check out off this planet, they have changed the veteran crisis hotline number. They've simplified it. Please dial 988 and press 1. Again, that is 988 and press 1. When that comes on, reach out to somebody, ask for the help. It's okay not to be okay. They teach y'all to fight as a unit. Do not suffer in silence when you get out of that unit or you hang up the uniform. Reach out for the help. Whether it's us or any other amazing organization that we are partnered with, it's not about who gets the credit. It's about saving lives. So we thank everybody for listening today. Stay tuned for more stuff as we move forward with this show. Again, we are proud and honored to be partnered with the Disability Channel. Again, any other questions, reach out to us. And if you can, and you find it in your heart and feel led to, please go to theveteransranch.org, hit that donate button, and make a pledge today. We thank y'all. We love you. God bless. Take care. Giddy up.